Hello, good afternoon everybody. Thank you for coming to take a look at my latest journal. This is a design team project for Artymaze, and the kit that I've used for her is the Iris kit. I'm calling it a spring theme journal. It's a repurposed book. The measurements of this one are, it's got about, I think it's a 2.5 inch spine. Let me just check that. Yep, it's about a 2.5 inch spine, and there is a tassel on there, and there's some beads on it as well. Hope you can see those. Tassel and some beads. It's approximately 5 3/4 inches wide and 7 inches tall. It has turned out quite chunky, but I guess my journals usually do. There are, I'm going to say 3 signatures, but the middle one, when we get there, you'll see it still has some journaling space, but it's a bit of a file folder that I've made. Sorry, can you see that? So there's some lace on the pages as well. The closure of this one is some stretchy elastic, so there's room for expansion. There we go. So if we open it up, hopefully you can still see it all in the screen. On the front here, I've done a little tuck, so there's a tuck spot behind it. And that just opens up. There's a pocket there on the front with some little tickets inside. And I've just decorated, go on in. I've just decorated the front of that with a fussy cut image. And then that opens up. And there's the little postcards that come with the kit in there. Some little extra papers that I had, so some extra journaling space, and then the extra tuck spot at the back just there. So that just closes up. I'm never any good at doing these bows. I'll do that bit later. It's the front page there, as I say, this is the Iris kit. This actually might be from the spring kit. I had a few pages left over. It says journal just there, and there's some lace down the edge. And then this is definitely the Iris kit. Look, beautiful iris there. And then there's a large journaling card just there. And that just tucks in there. Book page just there with a tab on it. And then the story is intact. It's in the front and the last signature. And I've got some of the quotes there from the Edith Holden birthday book. And then there's a journaling card just there, and that's got some extra space on it to journal. And I love that image of that iris there, the iris flower. That just tucks in there, and some ruffle on the edge there. A die cut just there, and some paper, some stenciling. Tuck spot just here, and a butterfly. And then a journaling card. I think this is from the Nature Walk set. And then the lovely iris there. Little fabric snip there. And then that's a little die cut on there with a butterfly that I've just put round the spring story there. Some more book page, little book page on the edge there, and a little, I think that's from Artymaze's Flower Children set. Tuck spot up there, some journaling space, and again just some light stenciling on there. A smaller Edith Holden page, again that's from the birthday book. Oops, sorry, so that opens like that. Some extra journaling space just there. Then there's one of the envelopes here. There's a journaling card there, and there's also journaling card in there. So again, there is lots of space in this one to journal. This is just some tracing paper that I've tea-dyed. There's a little pocket there. Lovely images in this book. That's the, when I've cut a die out, that was what was left over on the piece of card. So I've put some plastic backing on that to make a little window through it. Again, a little die cut, book page. And then, as I say, I've left the story intact. The double pockets that come with Artymaze's kits. And I've just put some papers in there with little butterflies on. A fabric snip there as a pocket and a little rabbit there. I think they're crocuses. Another journaling card. This, I've printed one of the pages onto vellum, and this is the page with daisies on, and so that flips out. You can see the daisies there with the iris on. And then I've made an extra pocket, and there's some extra journaling space just there. And then there's a large journaling card in the back there. Edith Holden again. And then this is the tags from Artymaze come in three, a strip of three. So I've kept two together and stitched them over the side of the page, and I've put a tracing paper pocket on there, and again some little butterflies on. And journaling card, and then again on the back the same, the little butterflies. Hope that's in screen for you. And then the journaling card there. So that's stitched down onto the page. A double pocket just here. Again with journaling cards in. There's another tuck spot just there. The little blackberry boy there. And then there's double corner tuck just here, again with the quote from Edith Holden. And then this is one of Artymaze's ephemera tickets, and I've just fussy cut some flowers onto it. I'm not sure if they're irises, I don't think they are, I think they're gladioli, but I liked the colours, so I used it. And the irises there. And then at the back there's the Tim Holtz cut out there. A journaling card that just tucks into the back. And then there's just some little cards tucked in there, and then that opens up and there's some extra journaling space just there. Then the centre signature, I've done it as a file folder, so it opens out. Hopefully you can see that. There's a journaling card in the little pocket just there, and it's got two pockets here. And then it closes, and then in the middle there is journaling space, and that's just made out of different papers, so there's no embellishments on there at all. That's just purely for journaling. I think altogether there's something like 140 pages front and back. And then the back of it there, another tuck spot, the journaling card in just there. And then again the postcard, so two pockets there. So that's card. Is actually made from a file folder, and it kept pinging open when I was doing it, and then I watched Roxy, Rachel Roxburgh, Roxy's Creations, and she tied one of her signatures with lace, so thanks for that, Rachel. Came perfectly timed. The second signature, as I say, I think this is from a different kit. I'll double check. Then this is 3 tuck spots just here, so there are 3 envelopes, ephemera envelopes there, and then I've just layered them up a bit like a wedding cake layering, so that they are pockets. So that one goes all the way down the back, that one goes in there, and then the 2 little ones in the front. I just thought that was quite pretty. Journaling card there. If you don't like these book pages, you can cover them with paper to journal on. Again, the tuck spot. So the second signature kind of follows the format of the first. Another fabric snip just there. And again, the second part of the story is in the third signature. Again, die cuts on there. Again, this is on tracing paper, so that flips out. It has a card in there with hyacinths on. I think the hyacinths, I'm not very good with flowers. And then there's a tall tag in there. goes in the back there. And then there is a side tuck just under there. So it is, although it's big, it does lay quite flat, so it is still manageable if you want to write in it. This one is actually reserved. I had a list of people that were waiting for journals. So this one is reserved. If the person doesn't decide that, if she decides that it's not a journal for her, then I will put it for sale. But at the moment, this one is reserved. Again, the story. Another tuck spot there on the tracing paper. And again, the double pockets, both the same with the little butterflies on. Again, a fabric snip there as a pocket. And again, the envelope, the tuck spot just there. And a journaling card. So there is still plenty of room in this journal for writing. It just tucks in there. And then that opens as well. Another fabric snip just there. And again, the double large tags that I've made into little pockets. Again, the same on the back. These, I think these are from Artymaze's calendar ephemera kits. Again, there's a double pocket just there. Again, with fussy cut flowers that I've just put on there. So I think actually in this one, I think all the papers are from Artymaze. Some of the like the reverse of that, that's Rachel's, one of Rachel's papers, I think. Oh no, actually I think that is Artymaze's paper. One of her background papers. I think it is. Another tuck spot just there. And there's a little iris fairy just there. And again, the double pocket there. Again, with the fussy cut out on there. And then the back page again is the same as in the front. It's the other side of the paper that I tore down. Stitched some book page onto it just to reinforce it and make it into a little pocket there. And I've left the back page blank, so if the lady, whoever has this, if they want to put something on there, they can do. So as you can see, it is a bit of a chunky monkey, but I am pleased how it turned out. And if anybody has any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. And I'd like to thank you very much indeed for taking the time to come and have a look. Thank you so much. Bye bye.